Good morning, and thanks so much for joining us on Leon County Today with Sheriff Walt McNeil. I'm Angela Green, joined by the man himself, Sheriff McNeil. Thank you for having me today.
Oh, happy to have you on the show and standing in for Shonda, and we're going to have some good fun here today and got a number of issues to talk about specifically related to our detention facility. So I'd like to jump into that right away, but I know you got some other things to talk about as well.
No, I mean, we are coming off of the grand opening of our Earth Haven, and you know, people have been paying attention to that, where we have the beekeeping aspect of our MA programs, and it is an interesting topic today because people don't really understand why we need programs like that, but that is a crucial part of the criminal justice system.
Well, first of all, the fact that we are doing reentry speaks volumes about our community. They've accepted what we're trying to do, which is to make sure that persons who come into our care and custody, when they leave our detention facility, hopefully they're better for having served their sentence and now returning to the community better off and enabled to employ themselves, to make sure we get them in contact with social service organizations. And we can't do that without the assistance and the help of the social service providers in our community and churches are a huge part of what we do.
And what we're going to talk about today is just an amazing opportunity, and I know when we talk about reentry, there's so many components. We talk about the Earth Haven program, which is a job reentry, occupational one, and now we have an educational component.
Yeah, and they go hand in hand. The fact is that most of the folks that come into our care and custody have had some horrific life challenges. And some of those have resulted in their being incarcerated, obviously. But in some cases, these are good people. These are good people who made mistakes. And what we try to do is create that environment by which they can have interactions in an education environment and in a spiritual environment. And hopefully, through those vehicles, we're able to return a better product back to our community. And again, it's all about keeping our community safe. At the end of the day, everything the Leon County Sheriff's Office does is about safety and taking care of the citizens of Leon County.
I think a good way to describe this is a better path forward.
I like that. Yeah, I think it's a good one. We'll put a slogan out there. Better way.
A better path forward. I like that. Oh, so coming up, we're going to have one of our chaplains on, and then we'll have the provost of one of our local colleges to kind of talk about why they started this. And then we're going to end the show with the challenge. So everybody that's watching, I need for you to dig deep inside and figure out what your role is in all of this, because we cannot do it without the community.
Absolutely. It goes right back to what we talked about all in. All in is what it's all about. Citizens, Leon County Sheriff's Office working together to improve our community.
Absolutely. All right. Well, coming up next, we'll hear from one of our dedicated chaplains about why she decided to take on this program and what's headed next with this. So stay with us. We'll be right back.
Good morning. Detective Matt Schott, the Leon County Sheriff's Office Technical Dive Team. This is your Safety Tip Tuesday.
One of Florida's most significant safety issues is boating under the influence of drugs or alcohol. According to the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission, alcohol or drug use contributes to fatal boating accidents. Boating while intoxicated is illegal and can result in severe penalties, including fines, imprisonment, and the revocation of your boating license. Always have a designated driver. Also, wearing a life jacket is crucial for all vessel passengers, especially children and weak swimmers. Nearly 80% of boating accident fatalities involve individuals not wearing a life jacket. Always make sure you have enough life jackets for all passengers and that they are correctly sized and worn at all times. And be prepared for unpredictable weather. Check weather conditions before embarking on a boating trip and to monitor them throughout your journey. Never ignore weather warnings or advisories and seek shelter if necessary. Remember that weather conditions can change rapidly, so always be prepared for the unexpected. Boating can be a fun and exciting activity, but it also requires responsibility and awareness. By following these safety tips, you can ensure the safety of all passengers and others on the water.
And that's your safety tip. Have a great day.
Joining me now is Chaplain Alloydice Gaines. Tell us about your history with the Leon County Sheriff's Office.
Yes, sir. I'm proud to do so, and thank you for having me. I used to volunteer as a chaplain. It's been about 10 years ago. I come every evening with the other volunteers and we go up into the pods with the women. And I did it for about 8 years. And then one day after I had retired from my profession, had been to the Bible college, had done a whole bunch of things, I got a phone call that said, would you like to be a chaplain? Can we employ you as a chaplain? I said, yes, that's my call. So I got there and I've been there for 8 years now.
Okay. Now, before you became, you volunteered at the Sheriff's Office, and were you affiliated with a church during your volunteer time, or?
Absolutely. Initially, it was Innovation Baptist Church with the pastor Jack P. Leland, and I'm currently a member of Greater Mount Pleasant Missionary Baptist Church here in Tallahassee under the leadership of Pastor Roderick Robinson.
Okay. And now you're a chaplain with the Leon County Sheriff's Office.
Yes, sir.
So tell us about what is that, how many times you visit our facility, and how often do you engage with the folks we have in our care and custody?
In the past or present?
Both.
Okay, in the past, we had a schedule of every Tuesday night and then Sunday evenings as a volunteer. Once I became chaplain, I interact with them every day. Pretty much the full schedule that I have is spent with time with them. So it's pretty well spent.
Now, are you just interacting with female inmates, or are you male inmates, or how does it work?
Okay, I do have the privilege of interacting with the males when necessary.
Okay.
We do have a male chaplain there, and what we do is when the other one is vacationing or whatever and absent, we'll fill in for each other. So it depends on what's going on in the area, in the facility, but for the most part, I'm with the females.
Okay. Now, you've kicked off a new program that we're just about getting off the ground and running. But before we talk about that, what's your favorite program since you've been there? What's been the most effective program that we've had in Leon County Sheriff's Office dealing with the people that come into our care and custody?
That's quite a tough question. It's like asking me what's my favorite passage of scripture. I believe that all of the programs are very beneficial for the individuals who are incarcerated. However, I also believe that if you don't have inner strength and a faith that will carry you through what you're having to experience, that's going to leave a little hole. So I believe that our chaplaincy program is a very strong program. I have to advocate for what we're doing because I believe in what we're doing. And I know that inner man has to be strengthened and have some hope to even survive and even to be rehabilitated, if you will, as it relates to recidivism, as it relates to going back home to your family. I think all of that plays into having a strong knowledge of who you believe in and where you get your strength from.
Okay. Well, tell us about this new program that you've got. You've just initiated in the County Sheriff's Office.
I'm so excited and so grateful. And first of all, I would like to thank you for embracing the vision, being so gracious to allow that program to be hosted. So thank you so much, Sheriff.
Oh, you're welcome.
And your administration.
Well, thank you.
They've been awesome. Wanted to definitely talk about right now, we have the professors from the college in the facility. They're in there every day for an hour and a half. They are teaching how to study the Bible. They're teaching Relate Well, which is a very powerful course done by a leading psychologist and who has donated all of his materials to us, by the way. They're teaching prayer and also a writing course on how to write at the college level. So there are a lot of fantastic teachers who are coming in and making this happen for us. And so we want to be able to continue this with the males when they have completed this session. And I know Provost Kinsey is coming forward, but we do intend to extend this for the males. And so with that being said, I think that it's going to be a viable program for all those who participate.
So what happens when we leave the facility, when we have these folks that we are interacting with and you're bringing these programs to, what happens when they leave our facilities?
Okay, one of the things that we're encouraging them to do is to continue to walk in faith, whichever, however they believe, but continue to walk in faith in the principles and precepts, the values of the program, what the program is offered. We're hoping that they will seek programs that are faith-based and be able to assist with those programs, maybe be employed by those programs. We're hoping that they will take this information home and be a productive person in the community, and that they even will go to the Bible college and continue because, and I don't want to overstep, but I want to say that they have been welcomed to come to the Bible college and complete a degree in this area. So we're kind of just a jump start. So there are many things that they'll have a vocation, be prepared for a vocation, whether it's being an armor bearer or something that they might be able to do in the community.
Thanks, Chaplain Gaines. Still ahead, the Provost of Tallahassee Christian College and Training Center joins us to discuss their role in this amazing program. Stay with us. We're back with Jackie Kinsey, Provost of Tallahassee Christian College and Training Center. Thanks for joining us here. Tell us about your super career with the college.
I started in 2006 as the registrar and the financial manager. And worked along and actually had to learn about the registrar part. I was already in accounting and ministry of my own when I came there. Always wanted to go to Bible college myself, and when I heard about Tallahassee Christian College and that they had a opening, of course I went in and applied, and worked for Joanne Arnett, our founding president, until 2 years ago she decided to retire. So about a year ago they asked me to be the director, and I was already the provost a couple of years back, and so I did take that on as being the director.
Now, you know, we are so grateful that the college, the center, the training center has partnered with us. But tell us about the chaplaincy program. This is a unique program.
Yes.
And it's an assistance program for persons coming out of our detention facility. Talk to us about how does that work?
We were asked about bringing a program on a college level to the detention center. And one of the ideas and programs that are needed in the detention center was the assistant chaplaincy, some training and classes in that area. So we actually developed the assistant chaplaincy program under the umbrella of our training center. It's a certificate program, and along with that one, we also developed the pastoral care program that we proposed to the detention center and the captain there. We began with this assistant chaplaincy program back in May. We're excited to be there. We know that it's part of our mission to bring good, solid teaching, biblical scriptures and teaching to those that are incarcerated. We feel like that's part of what we are supposed to do. We know that our vision is that our students would transform their community as well as their families and beyond. So we knew that this was part of what we were to be. We were to be part of that.
And you know, that is unique. And what drove the college to want to have an assistance program for inmates? Was there some epiphany that you guys had about this, or?
Well, we were asked about it. We were asked about coming there, and just the idea that we would, and there were 134 inmates that said they would love to have the program. They did a survey, and so once that happened, we said we would definitely want to go. We feel like like the re-entry program, going back into their lives, going back and having a firm foundation. Like Chaplain Gaines was mentioning, that to strengthen the inner man so that they can go out and make a difference in the world. We believe at the college that incarceration should not define the rest of their life.
Absolutely.
Amen.
What's the curriculum like?
We have, for this particular program, the chaplaincy, it's a 15 semester unit program, and we offer Christian counseling, biblical studies, missions, and ministry courses.
Now, you made a surprise announcement at the ceremony we had. Can you talk about that for about 30 seconds or so?
Yes. That morning, as a matter of fact, I believe the Lord was speaking to me about it, and that we have students that will go back home. That would be what they want, to go back. And we are available, we're in the community, and we have online classes for them. But my concern were those that go to another facility, that don't go home.
Right.
And to help them to finish what was started in them, to finish this program. And it could be something they could use where they're going. So what we're proposing is a correspondence course where we would send, or a correspondence program, where we would be able to send the information, the assignments, and they return them to us, and that they would be able to finish their certification for assistant chaplaincy.
Provost Kennedy, thank you so much. Kinsey, you have done a great job. We really appreciate what you do and what the college does. And our deputy on duty is coming up next. Stay tuned.
On this episode of Leon County Today's Deputy on Duty, we analyze evidence with Crime Scene Unit Detective Chris Smith.
In crime scene, we will process until we find what we need to find. It's not just showing up to a scene and walking away. It's like going to a scene, gathering all our evidence, working our evidence.
Back in 2011, Smith made a career change that would eventually lead him from banking to ballistics.
Came out of banking and wanted to make change and do something for the community. How we can help folks, train folks, work with people.
Initially a road patrol deputy, Smith went on to be involved with Homeland Security, but the Crime Scene Unit has been his mainstay since 2015.
A typical day involves processing evidence, running calls for any kind of crime scene they need help on. Luckily, we have a team of folks that are trained up to work, and as a team, we take care of each crime scene. We've got the siren accolade tank that we super glue items, or we could black powder items. We have chemicals, we use lights, anything we can to pull prints and get DNA.
At the moment, Smith utilizes the ALS, or Alternative Light Source Analyzer, to pull prints from a variety of items.
So we use light, you can see, to see the different prints, and there's a print there. So the different wavelengths of light help us get the best print, and then we photograph it. And we send our photographs to the latent print examiner, and she takes a look at it and determines who it is.
Smith has also been an integral part of LCSO's hazardous devices team for the past 4 years. Here he demonstrates the latest addition to the unit, the unmanned ground vehicle known as Andros FX. As an FBI-trained bomb tech, Smith is used to being prepared and all the constant training. He uses unique tools like this tank-tracked robot to respond to suspected explosive-related incidents.
We used it on one scene recently, but not to disable any kind of device. It was used to help out with SWAT.
Smith adds that if you're going to be a bomb tech, you cannot have any trepidation.
We do all the training on all the things we can come up against. We build fake devices that beep, that buzz. We use cell phones. We do suit work. So we train for a lot of things. So when it comes time, we're ready.
Smith has always taken his role as a bomb tech seriously, but there's one lighter moment on the unit that is his fondest memory with the agency.
We made Easter eggs for the blind. So what we did is just fabricated beepers inside the large Easter eggs, so when they put them out, they can just go towards the beep. So we had a team. The regional bomb team got together, state, and we sat down in the warehouse and we just made a bunch of them and had a big day. It feels great. I mean, people, with disabilities get an opportunity to go out and partake, and the families get to partake, and we as a team just love doing stuff like that. So anytime we can do it, it's good.
Whether processing evidence in the crime scene unit or being deployed as part of the bomb squad, Smith truly knows the meaning of being all in.
Working in crime scene, you realize we work on evidence, and we work closely with violent crimes who works with individuals, and patrol who gets there first. So we are always all in. On the bomb team, we rely on our training, we rely on each other. There's a great trust between the people on the LCSO team and the other teams. We all work together. You absolutely have to have passion. This is a 24-hour unit, you're on call, and you're on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year.
And with retirement right around the corner, Smith is trading one passion for another, spending more time with his wife and son. They're all opening up a local cafe.
We're opening up a cafe in Midtown. So ground ops will be roasting coffee, we'll be baking fresh pastries and baked goods, and offering a safe place for people.
Now, before his service ends with the Leon County Sheriff's Office, he's got some advice for those just coming on board or are considering it.
You have to be trusted, loyalty within your unit, plan on long hours, plan on really working hard, and plan on good, brotherhood.
For our showcase to Deputy on Duty, the time and investment are all worth it.
My time at LCSO has been great. Everyone here is is great. People I work with, just love to work with, and look forward to the future.
To learn more on how you can serve the community with the Leon County Sheriff's Office, just visit our website, leoncountyso.com. I'm Angela Green for Leon County Today.
Download the Leon County Sheriff's Office mobile app right now. Our mobile app makes it easier than ever to report a crime and get important safety alerts. You can also see who's been booked at the Leon County Detention Facility and follow reported crimes in your neighborhood, all in one convenient location in the palm of your hands. Download LCSO Connect right now. It's free in the Apple App Store and Google Play by searching LCSO Connect.
All right, welcome back, Sheriff. Before we go, today is 4th of July.
Yes.
We did have Chris Smith on, and he's a bomb expert. And today people are going to be out celebrating. They need to know that firecrackers are bombs, little bombs.
They are. Unfortunately, every year at the 4th of July, we have some unfortunate event take place in our community. Either it's somebody out there over celebrating, there's someone out there who is trying to have fun with explosives. We want to make sure that everybody out there have fun, enjoy the 4th of July, but realize that one of the several things you shouldn't do, drinking, driving, having bombs out there, throwing those in the wrong places, and then obviously trying to make sure that you're polite and respectful to your citizens who are around you. A lot of people be out there at Tom Brown Park, and surely I hope that everybody enjoys the 4th, but do it respectfully. Absolutely.
Great tips there. And just to wrap up our segment today, I think being a part of all the reentry programs have been one of the most rewarding experiences for me, especially coming off of Earth Haven, but you also mentioned there are so many other programs, and to hear that more than 100 people responded that was something they're interested in, that speaks volumes.
Yeah, Angela, I can't tell you enough about my experience with formerly incarcerated persons, and they're the best examples in our community that people can in fact change. And in fact, if you're a Christian, that's one of the things that we all do. We all change. And so I'm hopeful that the folks in this community will embrace our efforts to have folks return better than they left, and make sure that we're all working together to make this place a better place to live, work, and play.
And I hope a lot of people heard just how good of a program this is. Is there a challenge you would like to issue to the community to have either educators or businesses step up and get involved in this process?
I can tell you, I hope there's clergy folks out there listening, because one of the things we want to do is our Worship With Me program. That's focused on children from incarcerated parents and what have you. And we'd love to see more of our chaplains and more of our clergy out there in the community engage with us in terms of how we can have those interfaces with those kids. It will, in fact, help us drive crime down in our community.
And to learn more about the Worship With Me program, of course, our website, leoncountyso.com, is a huge resource for you. So visit our website to get more information about that, and we hope to hear from you. All right, thanks, Sheriff.
Thank you.
And thank you for being all in. We will see you next week.